Hello, I have like an amazing message for somebody out there, for a collective out there. Yay! High five, high five, welcome, welcome. I'm Carey Lee. This is Into the List 1717, and I have a really beautiful message for you. It's like bubbling to the surface. First, let's go ahead and light some incense and just clear the energy a little bit. This is a timeless reading, my loves, okay? And I just want to be sure everybody understands I'm tapping into universal consciousness. I'm tapping into, archetypes, right? So it's not necessarily your specific energy, but it's definitely, it could be relevant to you. So what that means, my loves, is I'm tapping into a lot of different storylines, a lot of different energy threads. So when I say just take what resonates and leave the rest on the table, that's what I'm talking about, okay? If you're into like a very unique, customized experience, and I'm all about that, okay? I do have my booking link in the description box over at YouTube, my main hub, where this full bonus extended reading is with Oracle, Tarot, and clarifiers, okay? So bam, my platform across all social media platforms, the name, the handle is the same, at Into the Bliss 1717. So without further ado, I'm speaking to a group of you definitely on the soul path, okay? Definitely, whether you identify with awakening, ascension, spiritual transformation, it's all the same, okay? It's just whatever resonates for you, and I respect it, okay? I'm all about it. Here's the dealio, and this is so freaking, I'm just super excited for you. I really, really am. The dealio is that you've just come out of a massive, massive cycle. You've literally like cracked open the heart, and major, major soul lessons you have achieved, like a huge, huge task, a huge feat, okay? And I'm talking, this doesn't like just coincide with your life here this lifetime. This is a soul lesson that you have been trying to break through. I'm picking up like for lifetimes and lifetimes, okay? So big, big, big ass high five. I'm so freaking proud of you. And you should be proud of you too. And that's another big message that's coming through. I'm just going to get right after it. So we're starting off with the horned cactus, okay? 29 could be relevant for you. You could be 29. You could have been born on the 29th. When we reduce 29 down to 11, 11 is a master number. And if you identify with that anywhere in your soul blueprint, you can access this through like, your natal chart, your birth natal chart, or those of us that actually do soul blueprint readings. But 11 is usually an invite for you in this lifetime to be on a very rapid ascension process, awakening process. That means you're super, super supported. You know what I mean? So the horned cactus, resourcefulness. It's like, because you've just completed this major, major cycle and you've learned these lessons, like you've literally achieved the lessons, you've gained the wisdom, and now you're in this phase of applying, aka integrating these lessons into your daily life, right? So the horned cactus is here to say, it may feel right now, you may feel like, I'm supposed to be doing something. I'm supposed to be doing something. It's like your heart is calling you to slow down and just take a minute, okay? It's not time to jump into the next lesson or jump into the next activity and go, go, go. You know what I mean? It's like, I feel like you feel like things have dried up, and why am I not, maybe you feel like you're not hearing from your guides, or you're not picking up on downloads. It's like, because you've already achieved this major cycle, and we're not meant to jump from one, lily pad to the next. You know what I mean? We need to have this in between period where we really truly are applying the lessons that we've learned into our daily life. And also, we need quiet time. So this resourcefulness, the cactus, think about the desert, you guys. It's like you are being replenished. You are receiving guidance. You are receiving downloads, just probably not in your usual manner. Maybe it's through sleep. You know what I mean? The cactuses receive their flow, their nourishment, so to speak, deep, deep, deep from underneath the earth's surface. There's a continuous flow. You don't see that, though, reflective on the external. So that's kind of like that metaphorical explanation of what's going on right now. It's like you can see the thorns on this cactus. They're like, these are your boundaries. It's time for you to initiate boundaries within yourself and with others. It's not a time, like, if you feel like you want to be like out there teaching people what you've just learned, or you feel like you need to jump into some drama, like external drama or this or that. It's like spirit's just like, not right now. If you feel like you need to express your feelings, do it in the shower. Do it writing it out in the journal. It's time for you to be just in observant mode and not like throwing yourself out there. You're still integrating. Think about it this way. It's like when you've learned these lessons and you're applying and you're integrating these lessons, there is still energetic residue that is still like permeating in your energy fields, and it takes a little bit of time to help transmute and release that out of your energy fields, right? So that the new versions of you can come into the energy field. So it's like patience, right? So the next card that's coming through is the Watchers, transpersonal. So again, more desert activity. It's like 60 could be meaningful for you. This is a God protected number. You know, this is about basically, again, it's the Watchers can be considered like ancestors as well. It's like you've come through such a massive lesson that the Watchers want you to, again, slow down, right? And they're there to support you. Again, if you need help from your guides transmuting that energetic residue, or your ancestors, whoever you feel called to ask for help, just ask for the help and say, ask for it. Like, please help me to transmute any remaining energies or feelings or limiting patterns, whatever it was that you just came through. Help me to transmute that back into pure divine love with absolutely no harm to others. You know what I mean? The Watchers are asking you to celebrate. Before you can move forward, if you're not celebrating this win, if you're not acknowledging and showing how proud you are of yourself, of the work, of the effort, the blood, sweat, and tears that you put into this soul work, it's like you've got to acknowledge it. You've got to celebrate that in whatever way you feel called to do so, right? And this 60, any number in numerology that ends with a 0, you are God protected. You are protected even extra during this time. So I really, really like that energy for you. So we've had this desert energy, right? Which is giving me like fire energy, masculine energy, right? It's like you want to act, masculines want to act, but it's like, no. Here comes the next card. This is the last oracle card, my loves. So this is Whale Song. I work with a lot of animal guides, and whales, they're just absolutely beautiful, beautiful, beautiful creatures. They are the ancient record keepers in the ocean. You know what I mean? Like, they have lived so long, right? So water, the element of water is very feminine. It's very passive. It represents, the water itself represents our feelings and our emotions, right? And it's just like, again, it's spirit is just asking you. 61 could be meaningful. When we reduce that down, we've got 7. All of these numbers on these cards are extremely highly spiritual. Very, very highly spiritual cards. So I just want you to be very, very clear. You are protected in this time. It's like there is a time for taking action, and there is a time for being passive. There is a time for doing, and there is a time for just being. And right now, it is time for you to allow the feminine within you to come forth and be more passive. Okay, now I'm not saying that you're not living your life, right? I'm just saying in terms of what's going on with this particular lesson that you've slayed, and you know what it is. I don't. You know what it is. It's just really time to give yourself permission to just really chime in and dial in and go within and get out of your head about it and get into your heart and tap in, because I feel like there may be a few more cosmic nuggets of wisdom to be unearthed, and it can only come from within you. It can only come from your soul, okay? Your higher self, from the highest of the high. So that's what I've got for you. I'm so freaking proud for you. I'm going to go ahead and end this portion of the reading here. If you want to catch the full bonus extended version with tarot, with the clarifiers on tarot, hit me up over at YouTube. Do all the likey things, the likies and the subscribies and the forwardings. You know, it helps the message get out to others as well. And if this is where we end things and you got enough resonance with this message, chef's kiss vibes. I'm so super stoked for you. And like, again, celebrate every single win. Every single win, small, medium, and large, because you know what else, guys? That keeps the flow of abundance flowing to you, through you, and boo, boo, boo. All right. So anyway, boom, boom, boom. All right. So what do we got? We got 9:58 on the clock. Let's go ahead and dive into a tarot spread with this. Get a little bit more detailed with this. Okay. So Spirit, what do the viewers of this collective for this particular message? What do they want to know for their best, most blessed, and highest regarding resourcefulness, the watchers, and resonating? Please and thank you. We're doing the horseshoe. Okay. 3, 2, and 1. Awesome. You're showing up as Wheel of Fortune. Wheel of Fortune. Dun, dun, dun. Maybe you like that game show. Wheel of Fortune. I like that. That's your energy right now. And of course, it makes perfect sense if you've just come through this major cycle, right? So we're going to dive into just what was going on in the past, what's happening right now in the present, and then what is coming in the near future for you, my loves. And I'm just popping down the spread right here. Ooh, we got all kinds of goodies popping off here. I like it. I like it a lot. All right, let's look at the overarching energy. Very nice. Back end energies. Okay. Ooh, 10-10 could be significant for someone. 10-10 could be significant. Timeout could be significant. I don't normally do that in a reading, so time out. You need a timeout. You need a timeout, my loves. Time out. And not in a naughty way, unless, of course, you like to be naughty. No, time out to just fully integrate and rest. And rest before you dip into the next freaking lesson, before you dip up into, you got to replenish your energetic stores, your psychic stores. You know what I mean? All right. So again, I said you're showing up as the Wheel of Fortune, right? I like this. I feel like you've really, in the past, yep, here we go. In the past, we have got the Hermit energy. I am getting like, this is Virgo energy as well. Maybe some of you are Virgo. Wheel of Fortune is Sagittarius energy, serendipity, right? Good fortune is coming your way because you did do some inner depth work, okay, with the Hermit energy. You've definitely gained some significant wisdom. The cool thing about that, what's backing that up with the Three of Cups with that, something to do with community. Virgo, the Hermit in Virgo is all about like being that divine, that divine servant, and not in a servant like in an undesirable manner. I'm talking about servant to humanity, to Gaia, to Earth and all of her inhabitants. You know what I mean? And maybe that's also why the whale song is showing up too with the ocean. Maybe some of you identify with being like ocean advocates or whatnot. But I feel like this is really propelling you. Like, I feel like a lot of you are really called to get into some type of a new like project or new like philanthropic, maybe like something, maybe you want to volunteer for like an environmental organization or such. It's like, maybe that's kind of something that's been like unearthed. For others of you, you've really gained a lot of knowledge. The Three of Cups can also be a lot about really anchoring into not just being service oriented with the community, but maybe it's time, like, because you've been in that like isolative period going within quite a bit, it's like you're feeling called to get back out into the community again, which that's always a good thing. Like I said, being quiet and like taking the time to integrate and go within doesn't mean that you have to be isolated at home. It just means to make sure that you're being resourceful with your energy and boundaries with other people, boundaries with yourself, and also making sure that you are allowing for enough time in between these external activities so that you are replenishing your energetic stores and your psychic stores for that matter. You know what I mean? For others of you, a lot of this wisdom, and I'm getting chills on that confirmation, a lot of this wisdom is like coming gain. Like I've got I keep staring at this, the 10 of Wands in the back end energy. Look at how freaking like stressed out she is. Like I feel like you've all learned that, look at the difference in these cards, the 10 of Wands and the 3 of Cups. The energy is totally different. It's like you have gone from learning that life doesn't have to be all about struggle. And even when you're going through these soul lessons, it doesn't always have to be traumatic. It doesn't always have to be sad and like painful, although sometimes it really is. You're really learning how to lean into the graces of joy and abundance, right? Joy and gratitude and love. And that's very, very feminine energy. You know what I mean? So maybe these lessons are also stemming from you, again, learning how to balance the masculine and feminine within. Maybe a lot of the soul work, these lessons that you've learned, is how to actually slow down and really embrace the more passive side of the feminine energy. We all have masculine and feminine energy within us. So I really like this. And you can see the pumpkin and like the fruits and stuff. It's like, this is a very abundant time. Maybe some of you have shifted, done some mindset reprogramming, right? You've done some depth work and you've really shifted that mindset from that more of a lack mentality or a poverty type consciousness, right? And poverty doesn't just reference money. Poverty consciousness references like what like whether or not you know your worth. Do you know what I mean? And I feel like I did see that. Oh yeah, in the future, there's the Nine of Pentacles. Like, this man knows his worth. He knows what he brings to the table. We'll get to that in just a minute. I'm kind of skipping ahead here. This is really, really exciting. So the cool thing is the overarching energy is the Page of Cups. Look at how sweet he is. Aw. Pages are students. Pages are integrating the lessons that they've learned. They're students, and they can also be teachers, because that student-teacher cycle, you can't have one without the other. Do you know what I mean? This is about forgiveness. This is also about learning to really be in our emotions, learning to feel and access and tap our emotions and not avoid our emotions. You know, again, I really feel like maybe this is definitely you really learning how to feel your emotions and not feel guilty about it. Maybe this is about you learning how to let yourself be more playful and more joyful, like letting the grace of joy lead you, and not necessarily like the grace of like fear or anger lead you. You know what I mean? So in the present situation, because you've come through this soul lesson, there is coming in like a new offer of some type. Ace of Pentacles. I freaking love this so much for you. Again, when I was saying earlier, maybe some of you are like looking at, you've kind of like been called to, you know, stand up and be of service to humanity in a different way. That could be like actually some type of advocacy regarding to Earth. It can be other things as well. But the thing that I love about the Ace of Pentacles, it's like you've literally manifested this in. The Magician. This is also kind of like in your challenge position in the present. It's like, I feel like I said earlier, a lot of you have probably done some work where if you were in like a hyper masculinized state, you've done some reprogramming of the subconscious, right? And so with that, like I said, remember, it takes a little time for the energetic residues of that, you know, those undesirable states to exit from our energetic fields, right? So that new, fresh, healthier energy can come in and really stick. And it won't stick unless you give yourself the time to replenish and you give yourself the time to actually apply what you've learned. So that's your challenge right now with the Magician, is to stay out of your head and get into your heart. Magician energy is Gemini. You could be a Gemini or Virgo. That's more Virgo energy, because Gemini and Virgo are partially ruled by Mercury. And Mercury is the planet that's all about communication. So we formulate our thoughts and such within our mind, but our emotions, my loves, our emotions are actually filtered through the mind. But the beautiful thing is you have the power. You've got the power. Power. You've got the power of choice. We all do. The power of choice. Don't let the power of choice intimidate you. Let it empower you. I am the master of my thoughts. I am the master of my emotions. I am in control, directing energy wherever I go. Emotions are energy. There are no good or bad emotions. They all have a purpose. And we are meant to feel those emotions, my loves. We're meant to feel them, but we are not meant to stay in them permanently. Because change is change. It's the one constant, right? So your challenge with the Magician here is like, you do have all of the tools, all of the cosmic nuggets of wisdom that you've just retrieved from the soul lesson. But the crux of the situation is to give yourself enough time. This new seed, this pentacle, this new seed, it's just being planted. And so now is the time to give it a little time to marinate and water it and tend to it, and shh, no talkie. No talkie. No talkie right now. No talkie about it. If you're excited about it and you want to expound on it, journal. Journaling is your best friend. If you're not already journaling is your best friend. Or talk to your guides. Talk to your guides. You know what I'm saying? They are your besties. You know what I mean? So here's the dealio. I feel like, man, I see the Ten of Pentacles in the back end energy. So I feel like this is a 2-for-1 message. This is definitely giving me that energy that you have definitely not only slayed a generational pattern, something that has gone on in your family, but this has also gone back generations, and this is also past life. Like, remember what I said earlier? This is not just something that you slayed just in this lifetime. It has taken you lifetimes to do this. So please, my loves, please, if you want this to stick, and I know you do, please acknowledge your wins and celebrate it, okay? Now, the 2-for-1, the second message that's coming through for me on this, that Ace of Pentacles and that 10 of Pentacles, that equals 11. This broke down to 11, remember? 11, 11. So what that's telling me is that this pentacle that is this new offer that's coming in for you, this could be a long-term relationship on some level, romantic, friendship. It could be some type of a new business opportunity, a new job offer, leveling up in your existing job or career. It could be investments. It could be you stepping out and branching up. I'm hearing 5013C. Is that right? Like your own non-for-profit for some of you maybe. But this is something that I'm getting chills on that one. Ooh. That's confirmation for someone, non-for-profit. It's like, ooh, I'm getting another chills on that one. It's like that pentacle is a seed, mustard seed of faith. That mustard seed of faith comes from your heart. It comes from your soul. Let this idea marinate within you, not up in your head. Not up in your head. No talkie. No talkie to other people. No talkie within. Get it all out in a journal. Grab a journal, my loves. It's going to definitely bring in long-term wealth, prosperity, and abundance. And abundance means way more than just money, my loves. I mean, how about peace of mind? How about a clear head? How about a mind and a heart that are in agreement, coherence, that are in agreement with this new direction that you're taking? I like to move my arms around a lot. Anyway, 22:35 on the clock. What's coming in the future? And then I'm going to wrap this portion of it up, and we're going to take the clarifiers and get like the deets, okay? Babe, 9 of Pentacles, okay? 9 of Pentacles. This is a lot of abundance and prosperity. Like I said, this soul work, this depth work, this cycle that you've just done, like, babe, bring in that abundance. That is feminine energy. Because the feminine energy within us is what co-creates with spirit. The masculine energy is what makes that feminine within us feel safe, because we provide our own security, okay? All of us, whether you identify as man or woman, okay? You provide your own security within your heart because you come back to yourself, right? And when you feel safe and you feel confident, you know your worth, you know what you bring up to the table, you have great, healthy boundaries, right? With yourself, with other people, right? No is one sentence. Saying no to things that make your body cringe is coming through. Saying no is an act of self-love. You're not betraying yourself anymore. I'm so freaking proud of you. You speak up. And if you haven't gotten there yet, this is coming in the near future. Like, you're in a place where if something bothers you, you don't have a problem. You're not going to have a problem with speaking up about it. Or like, that really makes me feel uncomfortable. Or, that's kind of gossipy, don't you think? Like, it's not about you being judgmental, because we're not here to judge each other. We're not here to be judgmental of each other or judging ourselves. Like, no. We want to have the grace of understanding and compassion and loving kindness and forgiveness. Right? We're not here to judge other people. We're not here to judge ourselves. Everybody's on their own path. It's about really just understanding and accepting and respecting where everyone's at. You know? It's like you've already learned that you can put down the burden of feeling like you have to fix everybody or you have to jump in and rescue people. No, because sometimes when we do that, 111 on the clock, when we jump in and try to rescue other people, it's like that is a trauma response on some level. Okay? And when you do that, okay, it's like you could actually be interfering in somebody else's karmic path, a cycle that they're supposed to be going through. And that could actually generate yucky karma for you. So, no, 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 no. No more of that. I feel like you've already learned that though. Like, here's the Queen of Swords. Maybe you are Libra, Aquarius, Gemini again, but the Queen of Swords trusts her inner knowing. Okay, and she knows how to detach from her emotions. It doesn't mean that she's emotionless. That's the biggest misconception about air signs, especially Aquarius. And no, very, very emotional feeling, very, very deep. It's just that they know how to be detached enough not to like let it rule their world. We want to be in governance of our emotions, not our emotions in governance of us, right? So again, you've got really amazing boost of self-confidence and knowing your worth. You are going to really, I feel like abundance is going to start really flowing into you. This Knight of Wands energy, for some of you, you may be relocating or moving. There may be some travel coming in. For others of you, I feel like maybe a younger person may be coming in, maybe something like passionate, maybe like maybe not necessarily a long-term connection. It could be. It could turn out to be with that Ten of Pentacles. And there'd be like a lot of passion with it. But it's like, give yourself permission to enjoy a little passion. Divine Feminine is confident. She's sexual and she's sensual. So if you're okay with it and you're ready for a little, fun bus, like in that area, there isn't nothing wrong with that. I'm just going to say. Anyway, I'm really, really digging this for you. If you got something out of this, like from this point, awesome sauce. If we leave it here, thank you for being with me, my loves. Please do all the likey things, do all the likes and the shares and all that good stuff. And if you're really into my energy, if you're feeling aligned with my energy and you want to have a one-to-one experience with me reading tarot, please, 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 my booking link is in the description box over at YouTube in this full bonus reading. And from that, my loves, it is 27:16 on the clock. We're going to start clarifying. Booyah! All right, so I'm just going to go, like we've already addressed the past really well. I want to get some more information on the Pentacle. Spirit, what is coming in for this beautiful collective with this Ace of Pentacle? Please and thank you. More information on the Ace of Pentacle, please. Please and thank you. Oh, thank you. Channeling a little Elvis Presley. Maybe some of you are Elvis fans. I don't know. Ace of Pentacles, mustard seed faith. You must have faith in yourself, in the divine's unfolding of the plan. Unwavering, unquestioning faith. That comes from your heart, baby. 3, 2, and 1. I just heard a song. I'm looking at her nails on here. They're pink. Pink is my favorite color. It's an Aerosmith song. 7 of Swords just came out. Queen of Materials. Yeah, like, okay, this is really cool. It's like, I like it. Bottom of the deck, 8 of Cups. This is about you really trusting your intuition, what's coming into your heart, walking away from an old way of being and really fully embodying. The old way of being, I feel like, is the 7 of Swords. I'm going to go ahead and get more clarification on that. But I feel like, you can see how the bottom of the card, it's like, it's dubious, right? It's like, But the top of the card, she's clear, she's bright. I feel like you've learned, again, a Thief of Joy is coming through for me. It's like, I feel like that was part of the lesson, like the masculine. It's like when we have wounded masculine energy within us, and again, guys, we all have masculine and feminine energy, and it doesn't matter what you identify as in your body in the world. Take this how it resonates. But it's like when we have wounded masculine energy, when the masculine within us feels like it has to protect the feminine in us for whatever reason, it will literally block you from your creative juices, from your Queen of Pentacle juices. You know what I mean? And, that's what that hyper masculine thing is. It's like, go, go, go. I've got to keep going, going, going. And I got to do, do, do. And that like cuts you off from receiving your downloads, from receiving your inner guidance from spirit. You know what I mean? So I feel like that Ace of Pentacles is bringing you in that long-term, that mindset healing, that reprogramming of the subconscious mind. I feel like the Thief of Joy is no longer in the building. And now all of a sudden you are seeing that your life can be led by the light. You're seeing very clearly now. There's the Queen of Swords energy. I can see clearly now, the rain is gone. Excellent jam. So with that Queen of Pentacles, I feel like you're going to be operating and functioning in your work life, in your career life, in your entire life, much like the Queen of Pentacles. Look at her. Look at how absolutely confident she is. She's standing in the Wonder Woman pose down here. Can you see it up in the corner? Look at the smile. She's confident. She knows her shit, okay? And because of this confidence, she knows she can move slowly. And she knows that what she is working towards, it's going to come in divine timing and not a second sooner. And that's okay with her. You know what I mean? She's working and functioning from a very generous heart, sharing the resources that she does have. She's also very, very resourceful. Very resourceful. Yeah, I really like that very much. Give me more information about this Knight of Wands. Let's find out what we got to do with this Knight of Wands here, honey. I really, really love this for you very, very much. I want to find out about the Knight of Wands first, and then I'll find out about the Nine of Pentacles. I feel like for some of you, maybe some of you have become recently single through this soul lesson, and that's part of like what the Ten of Wands, what you're putting down, like exiting the building, exiting that situation. For some of you, I feel like that was a long-term relationship that came to an end. This is all just coming through right now, and now you're recently single and you're ready to mingle. And it's like, give yourself permission to explore and have a little fun bus if that's what's going to help you, move through it. You know what I mean? Show me more about this Knight of Wands energy, please. Just have boundaries with it. You know what I mean? Okay, very, very interesting. So the Moon card came out, the Ten of Wands again, and the Knight of Voices. And I've got the King of Swords on the bottom of the deck. You could have been dealing with Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. You could have also been dealing with a Pisces. You could have been dealing with an Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra. You could be one or the other. It doesn't have to be. But I feel like... yeah, what's coming through right now, and this is a different story thread, so take what's resonating. The Knight of Wands was the person that you left. They were filled with illusion. Yeah, there was a little deception going on there. They were filled with illusion. They were making you question yourself, and you put that bag of wands down. No, I'm not doing that anymore. You saw the truth in it, and you bolted. There's the Knight of Swords. I'm out. I gotta go. Bye. Air and fire energy, very, very fast energy. You saw the truth in the situation and you bailed. And that for this particular collective, it's not for all of you, it's for some of you. That's what's definitely helped you move through this soul lesson. Show me this Nine of Pentacles. Give me more information about this Nine of Pentacles, please and thank you. Yeah, peacocks are very confident. Like when they're fanning their big fan, they got all those eyes. I feel like some of you may be coming into more clairvoyance. Your gifts are like your clairs are like popping off a little bit more. But also with the peacock and fanning out like that, you're not afraid to be seen. You know your worth. You're confident, and you're not afraid to be seen. For some of you, you needed to hear that. Trust it. Show me more about this Nine of Pentacles, please, and thank you, Spirit. What is it here for? What's it telling us in the near future? 3, 2, and 1. Ah, okay, I like this very much. Yeah, it's like Two of Swords on the bottom of the deck. You had to make a really tough decision or a tough call. you did trust your inner guidance, and you made that decision or tough call on who or what you left. For some of you, left a situation. For others of you, it's about the Two of Swords is about radically accepting where you're at right now. And when you can radically accept where you are right now, and you're integrating all of this stuff, and you're slowing down, this is a testing phase, my loves. You're in a testing phase right now. You know, Spirit needs to make sure that you're ready to move on. And don't be intimidated by that. This is about just, again, radically accepting the lessons that you've learned, applying them, and being comfortable, being centered and grounded within yourself while the divine chaos is shifting everything else around in the external, you know, to bring in whatever it is you're trying to bring in. But this Nine of Pentacles is clarified by the Three of Pentacles, the Six of Cups, and the Knight of Cups. So I feel like for some of you, this is about staying focused. Like staying focused on this integration period right now is bringing in that Three of Pentacles progress and success, going from the Ace of Pentacles to the Three of Pentacles in the near future. Bringing in that progress and success, whatever it is that you're trying to build and create, spot on, baby. It's like, let your inner child come out and play, the Six of Emotions. If you can see up here, the inner child, right? Because you've done this depth work and you've healed this inner child, right? Let that child come out and play. Knight of Cups, let yourself be led by that joy, that playfulness and that joy. I feel like a lot of you have definitely healed this masculine, feminine within you. You've come into union, and like Spirit is asking you, you know, instead of doing the Knight of Wands energy, moving so fast that you're missing stuff, you're missing out on your life. You know what I mean? It's like taking that opportunity to slow down and savor life and let yourself be, just move about the cabin, the airplane cabin. Like Spirit, like think about being on an airplane and where the pilot's like, okay, fasten your seatbelts, the fasten seatbelt life moves on. Well, the fasten seatbelt life is on for you right now. So don't fret about it. Don't fret about it and get all wigged out. Take advantage of that time and just have a little fun with it. You know what I mean? But this is about you definitely in the future moving a lot more slowly, playfully, confidently, and you're literally going to magnetize 1, 2, 3 on the clock. Deep, 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 deep. You're literally going to you're going into this magnetic state where you're going to just attract people, places, things, opportunities. I'm so stinking stoked for you. Let's do final guidance, please, and thank you, Spirit. Final guidance or action moving forward for this beautiful, beautiful collective. I'm so proud of you. I hope that you are proud of yourself too. It's super, super important. I love this so much. So the Queen of Wands came out. Again, more Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. Look how happy she is. The Queen of Wands lets her light shine. She is the lighthouse queen of all the queens. She is super optimistic, and she is unapologetic for sharing it. When we have that type of energy, a lot of people who haven't yet moved through those types of soul lessons, they can be very, very triggered by it, and it can make you feel like you want to dim down. And so it's like Spirit's like, nope, no more dimming down, baby. No more dimming down, because we get to let go. We get to let go, drop that 10 of Wands. It's like we don't have to carry the cross, bear the cross of whether people are triggered or inspired by us. It's not up to us to carry, it's up to them. What's up to us is to remain true to ourselves. We're not out here trying to hurt anyone. It's to remain true to ourselves, do what lights us the F up. Because you are leading by example, my loves. You're leading by example. So, yeah, Spirit wants you to go out and have some fun. Stay away from the drama. Okay, the Queen of Wands in her undesirable state can be drama. So if there's like drama out there, stay away from it. Even if you want to say something so bad, zipit.com, baby. Journal about it. Nope. Observe without judgment. Right? Look at that. 9 of Cups on the bottom of the deck. Your heart is opened. It's expanding. This is about being comfortable in your skin. This is about the sauce of life, the secret sauce of life. Life is a banquet. I don't know where I read this. I read this in actually this book that I've been reading, Fearless Tarot, by Elliot Adam. And he was speaking, referencing someone, a book, and I can't remember it for the life of me. But it's like life is a banquet. And the problem with most people is they don't live it like such. Meaning, like, enjoy your life. Be in the graces of joy and happiness, regardless of what's going on externally. That is the epitome of divine feminine energy. So, wow. I'm going to leave it here, my loves. Holy smokies, 40 minutes on the clock. I hope this resonated for you. If it did, leave something in the comments for me. I love, love, love hearing from you all. And until the next time, my baby dolls, be well, love well, live well. Chef's kiss, bye.